Concordia College and the Concordia Fieldhouse for tonight's quarterfinal matchup between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Ortonville Trojans, and the home team on the scoreboard. For commercial purposes, or on the record of this event is authorized without the express permission of the state.
Jumping center for the Red Lake Warriors will be Jeremy Nadeau, a 6'2 senior, Wigman, a 6'4 senior. The whistle and the opening tip is underway, controlled by the Trojans to Nate Thompson. Warriors come out, weak side man-to-man, get it over to Rademacher on the wing. He looks to drive baseline, kicks it back out to Wigman. Wigman 12-foot jump shot, high off the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by the Warriors, Nadeau. And he gets it to Rowdy May. And May gets it over to Donovan Johnson, who brings it into the front court. Johnson guarded by Rademacher, man-to-man. Johnson looking to drive, he kicks it down low, double team shot up. Shot is no good, but before the shot there was a travel on the Red Lake Warriors. So a turnover on the Warriors. They'll come out, full court pressure. Reed to inbound. Man-to-man pressure, Trojans will clear out. Bailey guarding Thompson, who brings it all the way to the front court, has his pocket picked from behind. Bailey pushes it into the front court, loses the basketball, double team, but gets it over to Matt Graves. Graves double team, ball still loose on the floor. Whistle and a foul will be called against Derek Leak. That'll be Derek's first team foul. We're looking for our first points of the game here. 7:15 to go, opening quarter. Still nothing on the board between Ortonville and Red Lake. Warriors will inbound it, sideline left, down at the edge of the press table. They get the basketball inside to Rowdy May, over to Dominic Johnson. Johnson, a 5'10" junior for the Warriors. He takes it left, and then spins, leaves it over for George Bailey. Bailey double team, long range three on the way, off the front of the iron, no good. Wigman with the rebound for the Trojans. Wigman has his pocket picked in the backcourt, and putting the shot up is George Bailey. Against Wigman, but no call. So it's 2-0 Warriors. Thompson into the front court, stutter step, two fires from 15. Shot high off the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Nadeau. To Johnson, who pushes it quickly into the front court. Bounce pass down low, up to Rowdy May, and it's good. And Red Lake takes it early, 4-0 lead. Rademacher to the right wing, down to the baseline. Gets it picked back out to Thompson. Nate Thompson set it up. Nate looks to drive. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound brought down by Johnson. And he pushes it into the front court. Looks to take a strong to the basket. Shot up, and good. And it's actually a quick 6-0 lead here. Trojans need a bucket here. They don't want to fall too far behind. Rademacher over to Thompson, inside to Wigman. Wigman, double team, loses the ball. so it'll stay with the Trojans. 5:41 left to go in our opening quarter. 6-0 Warriors. Warriors, one of the quickest teams Ortonville has seen all year. Ball inbounded to Rademacher. Tanner puts the ball on the floor. Shot fake, puts up the jumper from the top of the key for three, and it's good. Rademacher gets the Trojans off the schneid at 6-3, Red Lake. Johnson signals out what he wants the Warriors to do in backcourt. Bounce pass over on the wing from May. May looks, swings it back to the top of the circle to Graves. They go down low. Fadeaway shot, no good. Rebound brought down by the Warriors. Put back up and good by Jerry Nadeau. That was a tough break for the Trojans. That was a long rebound. Wigman drives, runner up. Off the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Johnson. Long lead pass into the front court. Shot up. And shot is good by Nadeau. And a timeout going to be taken by head coach Peter Turkey. And welcome back here to Concordia College. Midway through our opening quarter, 10-3. Warriors with the lead. Full court pressure by the Warriors. Trojans break it. Thompson gets it into the front court. They go down low to Pete Ross. Baseline move good, and he's fouled. That's Pete Ross there getting a nice pass on the baseline, getting the layup and drawing the foul. Free throw is good, so he converts the traditional three-point play. 10-6 in favor of the Warriors. Dominic Johnson quickly into the front court for Red Lake. He looks to drive. Shot fakes over Tanner. Puts the shot up. It's no good. Rebound out of bounds. Going to say last touch by the Warriors. Or the Trojans, excuse me. Looked like it was off a Red Lake player. Johnson will inbound the basket. Dominic Johnson inbound for the Warriors. And they look to get it in. They do get it inside. Double team and jump ball. Wigman tied up. Matt Graves put on the alternating possession. It'll be Warrior basketball. 4:28 to go first quarter. 10-6 Red Lake with the lead. Johnson gets the basketball inbound to Jeremy Nadeau. And then has a pocket pick by Derek Reed. Nate Thompson takes it all the way and layup up and good. And just like that, it's a two-point game. 10-8. 4:10 left to go first quarter. They leave the ball to Nadeau, guarded by Wigman, double team, kick it back out to Dominic Johnson. He pulls it almost out near midcourt, he looks to drive. Spins around Rademacher and pulls it back out. Their offense almost looks contingent upon Johnson's penetration. They leave it for Nadeau. They swing it back over, jump shot from the lane up. Shot is no good, rebound by Wigman. Graves with the shot. And Wigman pushes it into the front court for the Trojans. Leaves it back for Thompson, doesn't have a shot. Inside to Wigman. Wigman spins in the low post, puts the shot up, no good, but he draws the foul and brings the free throw line for 2 shots. Nadeau commits the foul, so Ross Wigman goes to the free throw line. Wigman, a big factor in the Trojans being here in the state tournament, 25 points and 15 rebounds against Hillcrest in the 5A final. Wigman's first free throw drops through. Warrior fans trying to distract him. Trojans on a 6-0 run here. They cut it to 1 at 10-9. Second free throw. Again, uses every inch of the iron, but it drops through. And the Trojans have fought back from an early 7-point deficit to tie it up at 10 apiece. Dominic Johnson being guarded by Rademacher. Rademacher getting to go down low. Whistle, and they're going to get a foul. Ross Wigman looking at that for the Trojans.
Trojan foul number 21, Ross Wigman, his first, team second.
Dominic Johnson will leave on the basketball, and they get it in, swing it back to the top of the circle to Rowdy May. Over to Johnson, he takes a dribble in, puts a shot up from 17, no good, put back by the Warriors up, and good. Nadeau with the putback, he's got 6, and it's 12-10 in favor of the Warriors. 3 minutes left to go first quarter. Pete Ross again has the baseline, takes it in, spins it back out to Rademacher, who fires a baseline three shot, no good. Gets his own rebound back over to Ross Wigman. Wigman takes it all the way and shot up and good. And quickly back the other way are the Warriors. Johnson into the front court. Rademacher has a hard defensive responsibility tonight. Johnson, they get it to Matt Graves, who puts the shot up. That eases over into the iron, but it drops through. Matt Graves with his first two. Now they get it to Rademacher into the front court. Rademacher over to Pete Ross. Pete spins in on the baseline. Doesn't have it, swings it back out to Tanner. Pass deflected, but Nate Thompson picks it up. 2:10 left to go first quarter, 14-12, and the Warriors going to drop back. 2-3 zone. Rademacher, three from the wing, in and out, no good. Rebound tipped around. That's brought down by Graves. Long lead pass into the front court. 2-on-1, taking the shot up, and shot put back, no good. Rademacher with the rebound for the Trojans. Gets it ahead to Reek in the front court. Eric Tarver with the basketball there. Jesse close into the ball game. Derek Reek will check out. Both teams comfortable though, playing up and down on the floor. Basketball inbounded to Johnson. Warriors by 2, 14-12, minute 45 left to go first quarter. And the Warriors going to a semi-floor corner. They have to go down low, ball kicked. Although they're not looking to stall, they think they can outquick the Trojans. Johnson will inbound the basketball for the Warriors. Still looking, they get it in. Again, another kick. Yes. Well built. Johnson inbounding the ball for the Red Lake Warriors. They get it in. Shot up. They're going to say no shot. Foul on the floor against the Trojans. Jesse Close committing it, his first, third team foul. So Warriors inbound the ball. They get the basketball inbounded to Graves. Back to the top of the circle to Smith. They swing it back out. Back to Johnson, who will look to drive. He takes it in, about a 15-footer. Hard off the iron, no good. Wigman, beautiful rebound there. And Wigman takes it all the way in, puts a shot up. It's no good. Rebound being fought for. Brought down by Red Lake. Dominic Johnson, long lead pass to Matt Graves into the front court. And we're going to get Nate Thompson with a foul out here, right in front of us. Foul against the Trojans. Minute 13 left to go in our first quarter, which are the Warriors by 2 at 14-12. Basketball inbounded to Johnson. Firing up the outside jumper and in his face for the Trojans. Defense there for the Trojans. They picked up the defense. Nate Thompson over to Tanner Rademacher. Rademacher inside to Wigman. Wigman spins, high post jumper, hard off the iron, no good. That's the rebound brought down by Smith. He gets it to Johnson. Pushes it quickly into the front court to the Warriors. Down low, putting the shot up, no good. Woods may do. Wigman with the rebound for the Trojans. Wigman behind the back. Picks up his dribble. Nearly a backcourt violation. Gets it to Nate Thompson, to Tanner Rademacher. Baseline drive is good. Tanner Rademacher with 5, and we're knotted at 14 apiece. 20 seconds to go, opening quarter. Johnson into the front court, and the Warriors going to go 4 corners, play for the final shot. Johnson kicks it back out for Bailey. He leaves it for Smith. Back to Johnson. Johnson underneath his pocket pick as he takes it in. They spin it back out. 3 from the baseline is good by Graves. And first quarter of play to an end. After 1 quarter, it's Red Lake 17, Ortonville 14. It's hot in here again. Second quarter action. Right in front of us. We get it into Nate Thompson. He's being pestered by George Bailey. Nate gets it into the front court. Tries to bounce it down to Pete Ross, but there for the steal were the Warriors. Graves will bring it up the floor for the Warriors. He's being guarded by Pete Ross. Brings it back out to Johnson. He looks to drive. He'll leave it for Nadeau. A little bit of a weaving style offense here for the Red Lake Warriors, almost like the Trojan delay game. Nadeau will drive, stop, put it over Nate. Shot up and good. Nadeau with 8 points. And it's 19-14 Warriors with the lead. They've had as big a 7-point lead. Thompson over to Rademacher. He leaves it for Pete Ross, who has an opening to the basket. Pete puts up the shot and good. Pete Ross with 5 points on the night, and it's 19-16 Warriors with the lead. Bailey into the front court, being guarded by Reed, who's back in the ball game. They get the ball inside to Graves. Graves looks to drive, ball loose on the floor, back out. They're going to say a kick, so it'll stay with Red Lake. Warriors looking to do some backdooring, and then if they don't have it, kick it out for the open three. Johnson will inbound the basketball for the Warriors. He looks to get it in. Finally, they just get the basketball into Bailey. Back outside to Graves. Graves looking to drive. Stops. Pops from about 16. In and out. No good. Whistle and a foul is going to go against the Warriors. And Jerry Nadeau commits his third personal. He has all 3 fouls for Red Lake. Full court pressure by the Warriors. 1-2-1-1 full court. They get it to Reek, and Reek gets it into the front court 3-on-1. The Pete Ross shot fake, puts the shot up. It's no good. Wigman gets a rebound, put back. Good! And fouled! Rebound to Nadeau. To Johnson, will push it up quickly into the front court for the Warriors. He looks to drive, nothing there. So he pulls it back out. Being closely guarded. He does a good job of avoiding that 5 count. Nadeau looking to drive against Wigman. Stopping, he'll fire shot was partially deflected, no good. Rebound tip. Got down by Nadeau. He looks to take a strong. Derek Reek with some quick hands coming up with the steal. Trojans can take their first lead of the ballgame if they get a bucket here. They get it inside to Wigman. Wigman turnaround shot. The post is good! Trojans have the lead by 1 at 20-19. And a timeout, Red Lake. 5:54 left to go. First half of play. 2019. Trojans being forced to play as well as they have all year. George Bailey now running the point for the Warriors. Leaves it over for Nadeau, who's still in the ballgame with those 3 fouls. They go down low to Dominic Johnson in the low post. He pulls it out, looking to drive 1-on-1 against Tanner. Spins. Gets Tanner in the air, and Tanner commits the foul.
Trojan foul number 45, Tanner Rademacher. His first. At the line, shooting 2 for the Warriors. Number 34, Dominic Johnson.
First foul. It's Johnson's first free throw is good. He only has 3 points on the night, but has done a masterful job of running the Warrior attack. It'll be interesting to see now where the Warriors go for offense, as Nadeau has 8 points in the basketball game. And the second free throw is good. So Red Lake retakes the lead by 1, 21-20, and they back off. Their full court pressure looks like it's going to be almost a 1-3-1 half-court trap. Thompson. This one's over for Rademacher. Back to Thompson, over to Rademacher, to Reek in the corner. Reek back to Thompson, top of the circle. Back to Rademacher, right wing, looking inside, nothing there. Nate, top of the circle, shot fakes. They try to go down low to Pete. Physical contact underneath, and no foul. So the Warriors will have the ball back, leading by 1, 21-20. Bailey over for Graves, back to Bailey, looking to drive, Leaves it there, nothing there. Now they look inside. They double, they try to go inside. Trojans double team. Thompson comes down with the basketball, gets it to Rademacher. And an injured player, Graves a little slow getting up as he got hit in the mouth. Trojan fans not happy with the stoppage of play as the Trojans had the break. So it'll be Trojan basketball. They'll inbound it right in front of us, just to our right at the center court line. Reed pulls the basketball back to Thompson, leaves it over for Rademacher. Pete Ross, baseline right. Back to Thompson, they send it over for Reed. They get it into Wigman, high post, back out to Thompson. Nate fires a three on the way, and it's good! Nate Thompson with 5 points, and the Trojans retake the lead by 2, 23-21. Dan Smith into the front court. He leaves it over for Dominic Johnson. He'll take it on the wing. He'll fire up a long NBA three, hard off the iron, no good. Rademacher with the rebound for the Trojans. Thompson over to Rademacher. Back to Thompson, shot faked. Tries to go inside. Quick hands by the Warriors. Johnson brings it into the front court for the Warriors. Now he'll leave it back for Bailey. Bailey being guarded by Nate Thompson. He'll drive it to the wing. Swing it over to Dominic Johnson. He'll fire up a long-range three. In and out, no good. Pete Ross with the rebound. Pete being double-teamed. Gets it to Nate Thompson, who has to do a little spin-around to get out of it. Gets it over to Rademacher. Bounce pass to Wigman. Back to Thompson. Swings it over to Pete Ross. Back to Nate Thompson. Over for Rademacher. Cross court to Derek Reed. Derek fires up the three. That's a hard shot. Wigman got a hand on the rebound, but it came down to Johnson, who pushes it up for the Warriors. He looks to take it. They leave it back out. That's Bailey. Back over to Smith. Back to Bailey. Left open at the top of the circuit for three. Can't leave the Warriors open. 2:45 left to go in the first half. It's 24-23. Warriors with the lead. Thompson back over to Reed. Over to Thompson. Back to Rademacher. Rademacher gets it back to Thompson, who gets a screen from Wigman, doesn't have it. Wigman bounce pass to Rademacher, top of the circle. Tanner bounce pass to Pete. Pete's on the right baseline, shot fake. Gets it back to Nate, three from the top of the circle, it's good! Nate with 8 in the first half, and the Trojans back up by 2. Taking it strong all the way to the bucket, Johnson. And they're going to get Nate for a foul. It's his second. 16 foul. Getting ready to, Jesse Close will check into the ball game for the Warriors. Rowdy May will check in for the Warriors after the first free throw. Dominic Johnson at the free throw line for 2 shots. Jesse Close into the ball game for the Trojans. Dan Smith will check out for the Warriors. 2:13 left to go first half. 26-24 in favor of the Ortonville Trojans, excuse me. Second free throw is good, so he's 1 of 2. 26-25, Trojans with the lead. Red Lake in a zone. Over to Close, bounce pass to Pete, back to Jesse, over to Nate. Swings it over to Rademacher, back to Pete on the right baseline. Pete puts the ball on the floor, doesn't have it. Pete bounce passes to Nate. Bounce pass over to Jesse Close. Back to Thompson, over to Rademacher. Rademacher back to Nate Thompson, who shot fakes it over to Rademacher. Rademacher bounce pass inside. Ball out of bounds, last touch by the Warriors. Trojan basketball, minute 36 left to go in the first half. Trojans with a 1-point lead at 26-25. Warriors 2-3 zone. Rademacher over to Close. Back to Tanner Rademacher. Tanner leaves it over for Nate Thompson. Swings it over for Jesse Close, who shot fakes. He'll take it in. 17-foot jumper off the iron, no good. Wigman with the offensive rebound. Put back, no good. Rebound rebound tipped. And finally Wigman comes down with it. Wigman takes it and puts the hook up. No good. Keeps fighting his way through. Off Ross, out of bounds. So it'll be Warrior basketball. Johnson into the front court. And Johnson pulls it back up for the Warriors, being guarded by Rademacher. Johnson one-on-one. They spread it out. He shot fakes, pump fake shot up, in and out, no good. Rebound and a foul against Red Lake. Graves goes over the top. 50 seconds left to go in the first half. Graves just shakes his head, seeing he didn't go over the top. Trojans may play for the final shot of the half here. They've got the lead. And the Warriors going to sit back almost in a 1-3-1 style zone. Back to close, over to Thompson. Nate puts the ball on the floor, being closely guarded. Back to Jesse Close. Over to Nate, he leaves it for Rademacher. They get the ball inside to Pete Ross. He goes up and good! Pete Ross with 7 and the Trojans by 3, 28-25. Dominic Johnson into the front court for the Warriors. Looks to take a one-on-one against Tanner. Tanner backs it off. Gets a screen. They swing it over the three. It's partially deflected, but still hit. Graves with the three. Rademacher, long-range three. In and out, no good. Rebound by the Warriors, and that's the end of the first half of play here. We have played 16 minutes of basketball from the Ortonville 28 and Red Lake 28.
The Omaha Elementary Dance Group.
As mentioned at the XL Energy Center. Who will it be? Will it be the Ortonville Trojans or the Red Lake Warriors? Second half will tell. Trojans extending their defense out in the second half. And they get the ball into Johnson, and he'll bring it into the front court for the Red Lake Warriors. On the walk, looks to drive behind the back dribble. Takes it in, spins, and he walked. You can see that one here. Coach the basketball back, and they'll bring it into the front court, leading by 2. It's a 1-3-1 zone being shown by Red Lake. Ball out to Reap. Thompson gets it to Reap. Oh, beautiful high-low passing to Pete Ross, up and good. He got into the Wigman in the high post. He found Pete Ross on the baseline for the layup. And then Tanner Rademacher commits a foul as the Trojans extending their defense. And it's Tanner's second. They get the ball into Johnson. He pushes it into the front court. Tanner nearly comes from behind. Johnson picks up his dribbles, leaves it over for Johnson. Back over to Dominic Johnson. Dominic looking to drive. Tanner cuts him off. Still on the dribble. Bounce pass over for Bailey. Back to Dominic Johnson. Over to Rowdy May. Back to Dominic Johnson. Bounce pass into Matt Graves. Backdoor shot up and good by May, who had a foul on the Trojans. That's Nate Thompson, and that's his third.
Nate Thompson, his third personal, second.
That's 10 points on the night for Nate, the first player for either team in double figures. And the free throw is good. And the Warriors retake the lead, 31-30, just underway, third quarter. They leave it for Rademacher. Back to Reap. Derek pulls it out. Back to Nate Thompson. He'll look to drive. He's cut off. Bounce pass to Reap. Reap back out to Nate. Left for 3 on the wing. Shot up, and it's good! Nate with his third 3 on the night. He has 11, and the Trojans back out by 2, 33-31. Dominic Johnson into the front court. He'll stop, pop from the top of the key, and he'll hit it. So Red Lake retakes the lead. And Red Lake going to come out now, go man-to-man. So they get it to Pete Ross on the baseline. His shot is good! Nice pass by the Trojans. They got it to Pete on the baseline, and he got the layup. Dominic Johnson into the front court. He leaves it over for May, back to Dominic Johnson. Pace has picked up a little bit here in the third quarter. Dominic Johnson, long-range jumper, that's a little too long. Rebound back out to the Warriors, Bailey. Back to Dominic Johnson. And he'll set up the offense for Red Lake. 5:50 left to go third quarter. 35-34 Trojans. Dominic Johnson on the dribble. Looking to take it against Tanner. They try and swing it down low, but the pass goes out of bounds. They leave it for Rademacher on the wing. Bounce pass down to Pete Ross on the baseline to Rademacher. Back out to Thompson. 1-2-2 zone now. Nate shot fake. Long fake. They leave it to Pete Ross. Back out to Derek Reed. Reed going cross court to Rademacher. Rademacher bounce pass to Pete Ross. A shot, no good. Goodman tips the rebound. He gets it. Leaves it back out to Nate. Three from the top of the circle. In and out, no good. Rebound by Graves. Couple of good looks for the Trojans. They just didn't fall. Reed coming from behind, and they're going to get him on a foul. That was a good call. He went up the back.
Number 25, Derek Reed, his second personal, his third.
13th foul of the half against the Trojans. Nothing for the Warriors. They get the ball in Dominic Johnson. Trojans have stayed man-to-man all night. They've done a nice job. Dominic Johnson gets a screen. Drives baseline. They leave it back out. Three on the way. That shot is off the iron. No good. Graves with the rebound. Graves with the shot. Pete Ross spinning. Graves. You can see that one there. 4:40 left to go in this very close, competitive state quarterfinal. Trojans by 1, 35-34. They leave it to Thompson, back to Reed, to Nate. Top of the circle, over to Reed. Reed gets it into Tanner. Free throw line jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound tip, brought down by the Warriors. Tanner with the steal, put back Pete Ross, tip up and good! Pete Ross with 6 here in the quarter. The Trojans have matched their biggest lead of the night at 3. Driving Graves, they go bounce pass. Trojans knock it out of bounds. 37-34 Trojans with the lead. They try to get it in. Derek saves it. And he threw it back towards his own basket. Smart move. They leave it over for Dominic Johnson. He gets a screen, stops, pops top of the circle. That's on line and hits it. Trojans bring it into the front court. They get it to Reed. Back to Rademacher, back to Thompson, top of the circle. Over to Tanner. Tanner down to Pete on the baseline. Pete kicks it back out to Nate. Nate shot fake, has a drive, stops, kicks it back out. Tanner left open for 3 from the corner. No good. Long rebound. That's brought down by the Warriors. And Johnson will bring it into the front court. Chance for Red Lake to take a lead. Dominic Johnson will drive. Take it all the way. Shot up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Put back up and good. Red Lake retakes the lead. 39-37. 3 minutes left to go third quarter. Reed back to Thompson. To Reed. Over to Nate. Back to Reed. Rademacher, left corner. Back to Reed. They get it into Widman. Widman spins, puts a shot up. They're going to count it and fouled. Beautiful spin-around move by Widman, getting the bucket, drawing the foul, and under the free throw line for the 3-point play opportunity. Jesse Close will check into the ball game for the Trojans. That foul going against George Bailey. His first. At the free throw line. And the free throw uses every inch of the line before falling out. Graves with the rebound. He gets it to Dominic Johnson. He'll push it up the floor quickly for Red Lake. Trojans back on defense. Dominic Johnson taking it strong, and he traveled. He settles down. You don't want to tee in this close a ball game. They get it to Rademacher, bounce pass to Pete on the baseline, back out to Nate. Nate will drive, stop, pops him about 15 and hit it. Nate with 5 in the quarter, 13 in the game, and the Trojans back out by 2, quickly down. Actually walking it up the floor this time will be Johnson, Dominic Johnson in the front court for Red Lake. He leaves it for May. They go inside. Maydew kicks it back out. Off funky 3, shot is up. Rebound tipped around and brought down by Pete Ross. Pete being triple teamed in the backcourt. Finally gets it to Nate Thompson. And Nate is fouled in the... Yes, mentioned, you're going to have to get control or we could be looking at a very ugly situation here. You don't want that. They get the basketball into May. They swing it back out, way out high in front of the bench to Maydew, to Dominic Johnson. Johnson looking to take it against Tanner one-on-one. He pulls it back out. A little bit of a lead here by the Warriors. Johnson out near midcourt, near the inner circle. Minute and a half to go, third quarter. Trojans by 2, 41-39. Johnson, looking to drive baseline behind the back, out of bounds. He just lost control of it. Timeout on the floor.
You guys are going to put some minutes into that.
Most definitely. This Red Lake not a real deep team either. Into the front court, gets it to Derek, or to Tanner, excuse me. Rademacher tries to go cross court. Graves with the steal. Who's going to take it in? Go all the way and lay up. No good! Rademacher deflected that. Rademacher gets it to Nate into the front court. They get it to Tanner, down low to Pete on the baseline. Pete, smart move, kicks it back out to Tanner, back to Nate Thompson. They get it into Wigman high post. Wigman jump stop, a little too strong. Rebound back to Ross. Put back up. No good. Rebound still loose on the floor. Brought down by Maydew. We're less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. Johnson fires up a long outside 3. That's no good. Jesse Close with the rebound. Warriors trapping. And a timeout taken by Ortonville. 30-second timeout, I believe. 33 seconds left to go. And back here at Concordia, we're down to 30 seconds to go, third quarter of play. Trojans by 2, 41-39 there in the front court. Tanner Rademacher has the basketball. Picks up his dribble, gets it out to Jesse Close, back to Nate Thompson. Trojans probably going to play for the final shot of the quarter here. Nate on the dribble, takes the strong, nearly loses it to Jesse. Back out to Nate. Nate nearly double teamed, gets it down to Pete Ross on the baseline. And Pete's fouled on the drive. It'll be a non-shooting foul. So the Trojans are inbounded underneath the basket.
Warrior foul number 34, Dominic Johnson, his first.
It's Dominic Johnson. It's his first. Trojans get it into Pete Ross. Pete gets it back to Tanner. Over to Jesse. Jesse puts up a long-range 3. Off the iron, no good. And that's the end of 3 quarters here from Concordia College in Normal. After 3, it's Ortonville 41 and 11. Back here at Concordia, we're underway, 4th quarter of action. Trojans with the basketball and a 2-point lead. They leave it to Pete Ross on the baseline, back out to Nate Thompson. Red Lake, 1-3-1 zone. Back to Derek Reed. Cross court to Tanner. Tanner bounce pass to Pete on the baseline. Pete double pumps. Shot no good, gets his own rebound. Put back up, this one no good. Tanner with the putback and he's fouled. Rademacher at the free throw line for 2 shots for the Trojans. He misses the first. Dan Smith into the ball game now for Red Lake. Matt Graves will check out. We've got Red Lake's first substitution here in the second half. get this one, so he's 1 of 2. Tanner with 6, and it's still a one-possession game, 42-39. So Tanner's defense has been outstanding tonight against Dominic Johnson. Derek nearly picks up a steal against Bailey, and this time they do get Derek falling from behind.
Trojan foul on number 25, Derek Reek, his third, team's fourth.
Can't really hold back though here with just a straight over 7 minutes to go in the ball game. And the Trojans with a 3-point lead, and that's been their biggest lead of the night. They look to get it inside to Johnson. After Red Lake jumped out to that early 7-point lead, Trojans came back, and it's been nip and tuck throughout. Graves, they look to get it backdoor. The Trojans cut it off. Dominic Johnson looking to drive against Rademacher. Steady fires the NBA range 3. It's no good. Long rebound brought down by Pete. This is a big possession here for the Trojans. If they could get a bucket here and make it a 5-point game. They leave it over for Rademacher. All the way outside. He puts the ball on the floor. Tanner with Pete Ross on the baseline. Back out to Nate. Red Lake showing 2 free zone, but they're looking to challenge. So they get over to Rademacher. They get it to Rademacher. Tanner to Pete Ross on the baseline. Pete's outside jumper. Three is good! Pete Ross with a big 3, and the Trojans have a 6-point lead. Dominic Johnson, they get it inside. Turnaround jumper up. No good. Foul. It's going to say it's on the floor, though. Pete with 16 on the night to lead the Trojans. The Trojans by 6. They get the ball inside, and nearly the ball still loose on the floor. They look to go down low. Putting the shot up, and getting it on the foul. And that'll be Nate, and that's his 4th. Gonna have to keep Nate in the basketball game, though. Nadeau with the bucket. Nadeau has been quiet since the first quarter. They're going to take Derek Reek out. Jesse Pulse will check in, give the Trojans another guard. It's a 4-point game, 45-41, 6:09 left to go. Nadeau's free throw, no good. Pete Ross, guys for the rebound for the Trojans. They're going to look to attack Nate. They're going to double team Nate at every opportunity. Ball loose on the floor. Ross Wigman chases it down, and he gets over to Nate. To Tanner. Tanner looking to drive. Rademacher's layup is good. Trojans a very hard team to press. Dominic Johnson into the front court for the Warriors. Looking to drive. Gets a screen. Nice little pick and roll. Shot by Nadeau. Up and good. Warriors, full court pressure. They get it to Nate. Nate to Jesse Close. They get it to Pete. He'll slow it up. They double team Pete. Back out to Ross Wigman. Back to Thompson or Rademacher. They get it to Thompson to Rademacher. Rademacher takes it all the way and has his pocket picked by Graves. He leaves it for Smith. Back to Johnson. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. 47-43. Johnson down low to Nadeau. Good. There's to Ross Wigman. Ross fights his way through a double team, takes it strong to the bucket, put back up and good. And here comes the pace of the game. Warriors quickly back the other way. Nadeau taking, not Nadeau, but Dominic Johnson. Little pick and roll. Forces one up. And he gets it. Trojans in the front court. Pete Ross with the basketball. And Pete's going to be fouled. Trojans inbound it in front of their bench, leading by 2 with 4:24 left to go in regulation, 49-47. Trojans get into Wigman outside the arc. Wigman being guarded by Johnson. Wigman has the size advantage. Wigman spins. Leaves it for Rademacher. Outside the arc, back out to Thompson. He gets a screen. Nate. Cross court to Tanner. He picks up his dribble. Back outside to Nate Thompson. Gets a screen. Oh, backdoor to Tanner. Layup up. Off the iron. No good. Rebound being fought for. Still being fought for. They're going to say last touch by the Warriors. The Trojans by 2. It's been nip and tuck throughout the game. Jesse close to inbound. They get it into Tanner. Layup off the inbound is good and fouled. Oh, my beautiful play there, but there's no subbing either way now here. At the foul line. Free throw is no good. And rebound fought for. Gonna say last touch by the Warriors. So it'll be Trojan basketball with a 4-point lead. And a timeout on the floor by Red Lake. 3:40. And back here at Concordia College. It'll be Trojan basketball. They have the 4-point lead, and the Trojans going to pull it out. Smart move by head coach Kyle Kirkeby. Nate Thompson on the drive. He leaves it to Tanner. Tanner picks it up, back outside to Derek Reed, back to Nate. They get it back to Tanner. You can see that one. Should mention here we have the attendance figure for tonight's quarterfinal game, and it's a packed house. 3,475 fans on hand here at Concordia Fieldhouse tonight, and they're being entertained to a doozy. 3:15 to go in regulation. 51-47 Trojans with the lead. Dominic Johnson, top of the circle for 3. Hard off the iron, no good. Whistle and a foul called against the Warriors. Pete Ross in excellent position to box out. Foul against the Warriors. So it'll be Trojan basketball. They lead by 4 with 3 minutes to go in the game. Free throws are going to become big down the stretch. Nate Thompson being closely guarded there. Nate gets it down low to Derek Reed. Shot no good. Derek gets his own rebound. Put back up and good! Derek Reed with his first field goal of the game. George Bailey. And they're going to get Derek on a kind of a silly foul. That'll be Derek's fourth, 17th foul, so Red Lake will head into the free throw line.
Derek Reed is fourth. Team 7.
4 of 5 from the free throw line tonight. As Red Lake as a team.
Checking in for the Warriors, number 34.
No kidding. George Bailey at the free throw line, shooting 1 in the bonus for the Warriors. Trojans have matched their biggest lead of the night at 6 at 53-47. First free throw is in and out, back in. Cuts it to a 5-point game, 53-48. One more coming. This one also used every inch of the iron. Full court pressure by the Warriors. Tanner gets it into the front court for the Trojans. Tanner looking to drive, bounce pass, tries to get it down low. Ball will be kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. 2:32 left to go in regulation time. It's 53-49. Ortonville with the lead. Derek Reed will inbound the basketball. Gets it into Ross Wigman. Ross will take it. Layup up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Put back is good! Wigman with the back up by 6. Another big defensive possession here for the Trojans. Driving baseline, putting the shot up, off the iron, no good, and Wigman with the rebound. Graves with the shot attempt. Nate gets it into the front court for the Trojans. Bounce pass down low to Pete Ross, back out to Tanner. And the Trojans going to pull it back out and go to the relay game. Over to Tanner. He gets it to Ross Wigman. Wigman back out to Tanner. We're under 2 minutes to go here. Tanner has an opening to the bucket, pulls it back out to Wigman. Wigman on the floor. He leaves it for Tanner, double team, they get it to Wigman. Back out to Nate. Nate being closely guarded. Nate on the drive, bounce pass to replay, up and good! Beautiful execution in the layup, Trojans by 8. Timeout, Red Lake! 1:17 remaining in regulation, 57-49 Orton. Red Lake. Ortonville ain't too shabby themselves. Dominic Johnson into the front. We bring it into the front court for the Trojans. Trojans are going to play good defense, no fouls. Dominic Johnson will fire up the long 3 from the wing. No good. Wigman with the rebound for the Trojans. And he'll be fouled. He's at the free throw line. Well, free throws, as mentioned, when you get late in the season, they become big. Tonight at the free throw line, Ross Wigman is 2 of 4. He has 14 points for Ortonville. This is 1-1. It's a 3-possession game right now anyway. And Wigman's first free throw in and out, no good. Rebound by Johnson. Quickly into the front court of the Warriors. Matt Graves fires it up over Pete Ross, and Graves hits it. That cuts it to a 5-point game. And a foul in the backcourt. Trojans going to have to hit their free throws. Big free throws in the section final. 2-possession game right now. And the free throw is nothing but the bottom of the net. Points on the night for Nate Thompson. There's the second free throw coming. Second one is also good. So the Trojans by 7, 59-52. It's a 3-possession game. Graves in the front court for the Warriors. He'll fire up a long 3, a wild 3. Wigman with the rebound. Long lead pass in the front court to Derek Reek. Derek shot fake layup up and good! Reek will sits here in the corner, and the Trojans up 9 with 30 to go. Graves long 3, no good. Rebound brought down by the Warriors. Graves putback is good. Whistle and a foul will be called against the Warriors. With 21 seconds left to go in the ball game. So we'll bring it down to the other end of the floor. Trojans will be shooting 1 in the bonus. That foul goes against Matt Graves, so he fouls out of the basketball game tonight with 13 points for Red Lake. Nate Thompson will be shooting 1 in the bonus.
Reminder to all fans to please stay off the court at the conclusion of this
21
game.
seconds remaining in regulation. Trojans 61-54. It's a 3-possession game now. These are big free throws for Nate. Nate Thompson will be eyeing the free throw here. And he hits the first one. These are pressure free throws. Trojans lead 62-54, 21 seconds remaining in regulation time. Second free throw is also good. So Nate is 2 for 2, and the Trojans lead by 9. Bringing the ball into the front court, Bailey. They swing it over for Nadeau. He fires up a three over Wigman. Shot is no good. Thompson with the rebound. We're down to 10 seconds to go, and Nate will be fouled. And looks like the Ortonville Trojans are going to be heading to the section or heading to the state semifinals on Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock against the Pillager Cook County winner. It's been a tussle tonight. The final score won't be indicative of the closeness of this game. Nate Thompson at the free throw line for the double bonus. That last foul against so it's 64-54, and Nate hits the second. Get ready, Ortonville, because the Trojans are going to be heading. And then a turnover. And the Warriors are just going to let the clock run out. Pete Ross will dribble the clock out. And that's the end of the ball game. The Ortonville Trojans have advanced to the state semifinals on Friday afternoon. They will take on the winner of Pillager and Cook County. Our final score here this afternoon tonight, Ortonville 65, Red Lake 54.
Quarterfinal matchup here tonight. And good luck to the Trojans as they advance to the state
Minnesota Area High School, ready for Section 5A quarterfinal action. Hancock advanced to this game with the 50-41 win over Uppsala on Thursday night, while the Trojans beat Herman Norcross 71-40. The team is underway, controlled by the Trojans. Pete Ross gets a Thompson on the right wing, and Hancock coming out a little bit of a surprise tonight. They're showing man-to-man defense. Close leaves it over for Ross on the wing. Looking inside, Rademacher to Thompson, top of the circle. Nate looking to drive, doesn't have it, leaves it back off for Pete Ross. The free throw line to Wigman, three from the left wing on the way. Hard off the iron, no good. A rebound brought down by Joes. But stolen away by Rademacher, put back up and good. Tanner Rademacher with the early bucket. Trojans with the early 2-0 lead. Quickly into the front court is Hancock. And taking it strong all the way to the bucket. Layup in and out, no good by Jeffino. Wigman with the rebound. And he'll bring it up the floor quickly for the Trojans. Behind the back move, back out to close. 17-footer on the way, shot no good. Rebound by Rademacher, put back up and good. Tanner Rademacher has the first 4 points of the night, and the Trojans lead 4-0. Bringing it into the front court is Hancock. Versus top of the circle. Hancock being very patient now, looking with the basketball. That's Graham. He leaves it back over for Jeffino driving, puts up a 16-footer, no good. Shot is Buddy draws the foul, so he'll go to the free throw line. Foul goes against Nathan Thompson. Tanner led the team up in Hancock in scoring with 19 points. It's the first time the two clubs met. Jeppima's first free throw is good. So Hancock is on the scoreboard, 4-1. 6:50 left to go, first quarter of play. Second free throw also good. Jepimo hits both his first free throws, 4-2. Owls do not press. They just play solid half-court defense. Rademacher, top of the circle, has an open lane to the bucket and puts it home. Owls didn't defend him, and Rademacher has all 6 points for the Trojans early. Jepimo takes it strong to the bucket. Shot is no good. Rebound comes back up, put back up, and good by Graham. His first field goal of the game, so it's a 6-4 game in favor of the Trojans. Rademacher on the wing, dribbles, picks up his dribble, looks to get it inside to Wigman. Wigman spins through a double team, tries to put the shot up. It's no good, but Ross draws the foul and will head to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
Wigman had a nice rebound right up to the hoop. It's one of those fouls early in the game. It's a good one. You don't want to get too many true baskets.
Wigman, a 65.1% free throw shooter on the season for the Trojans. Hits his first one, his first point of the game. First point scored by somebody other than Rademacher. Trojans by 3, 7-4. Wigman's second free throw is also good, so he hits both. Trojans lead by 4, 8-4. Jepimo brings it into the front court. Leaves it in the corner for Burns. Trojans man-to-man defense. Burns baseline drive. He's cut off. Trojans look to deny it. Rademacher with the steal, and then he's fouled in the backcourt. Rademacher played the passing lane and came up with the steal and then drew the foul on Jose. It's his first, second team foul. Trojans will inbound it in front of their own bench in the backcourt. Hancock going to extend their defense into more man-to-man. Jepima has Thompson, who will leave it for Rademacher. Out past the hash mark, over to Pete Ross. Down to Thompson in the near side corner. Back out to Wigman. Wigman traveled with the basketball as he made his move. Trojans had that play set up with Wigman getting the screen to drive. He just picked up his pivot foot before he put the ball on the floor. So it'll be Owl basketball. Jepima into the front court. He leaves it for Jose high above the circle. Jose being guarded by Rademacher. Jose to Graham. Graham reverses it over to Jepima, who didn't shoot too much the first time, 2 times these 2 teams met. Burns with the basketball, back to Jepima, top of the circle. He leaves it in the corner for Burns. Inside, turnaround jump shot by Jose, up no good. Wigman with the rebound, and he'll push it for the Trojans. Owls get back quickly, so the Trojans will set up their offense. Back to Thompson. Shot fake for 3. Beautiful pass to Pete Ross down low. Goes up, draws the foul, doesn't make the bucket, but Pete gets 2 free throws. Pete Ross will go to the free throw line for 2 shots as that foul went against Hacker, his second. First free throw is up and good. Pete Ross gets his first point of the game. Pete Ross is a 66.4% free throw shooter on the year, averaging 13.4 points a basketball game. Also bringing down 7 rebounds, second leading rebounder for the Trojans. He hits the second, so it's 10-4 Trojans. Trojans now showing 1-2-1-1 full court pressure. Close on the point. Jose with the basketball. They get it into the front court to Burns. Through a drive, back to Jepima. Cross court over to Jose. Baseline drive, puts the shot up, and he hits it. Jose with his first field goal of the night, and it's a 4-point game, 10-6. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter of play here. Pete Ross with the basketball to Thompson in the near side corner. Nate looking inside. Gets it into Wigman. And they're going to say Wigman had possession of the basketball. I'm not sure of that one. Didn't think he kind of plainly had possession, but second turnover on the Trojans. Trojans back off their pressure. Just a solid half-court man-to-man defense. Jepima brings it into the front court. Bounce pass over to Burns. There they leave it over for Versteeg, who's in the ballgame to Jose. Elbow jump shot, barely draws iron. Wigman with the rebound for the Trojans. Long lead pass into the front court to Pete Ross. Nearly a turnover, but Pete chases it down. Back over to Rademacher in the right corner. Rademacher picks up his dribble, looks inside, nothing there. Back to Thompson. They get it to Rademacher. Scoop shot up, no good. And the rebound back on by Jose. Hancock looking to run. And closer comes in behind and pick up the steal. And he'll slow it up for the Trojans. Nate Thompson brings it into the front court. Over to Pete Ross, right wing, gets a screen. Bounce pass to Thompson in the corner. Thompson baseline drive into close. Layup up and good. Beautiful passing by the Trojans. Jesse Close with his first field goal of the game. Trojans up by 6. Jepima to Jose. 16-footer. That's offline. No good. Wigman with the rebound for the Trojans. And he'll push. Wigman to Close. And Close draws the foul. That'll go against Jose. Be his second foul and the 4th team foul against Hancock. Reek into the ball game for the Trojans. Wes Stettner, 5'11" sophomore in for Hancock. 3:35 left to go, first quarter of play. Trojans by 6, 12-6. Ball inbounded to Thompson on the inbounds pass, corner jump shot, no good. Wigman rebound, put back up and good. Wigman with his first field goal of the game. He has 4 and the Trojans by 8, 14-6. Stettner baseline 3, shot no good. Rebound tipped out. It's going to be brought down by Burns. Leave it over for Burns. Over. Thompson comes up with the steal. Nate pushes it into the front court for the Trojans. Over to Wigman. 17-foot jumper on the way, no good. Rebound brought down by Burns by the Owls. And nearly losing it in the backcourt. And finally a foul is going to be whistled against the Trojans. We're going to get Derek Reek on a hustle foul in the backcourt. And a timeout is going to be taken by Hancock here. 3:05 left to go, first quarter of play. Our score is Ortonville 14 and Hancock 6. We'll be back with more basketball in 30. Backcourt, Trojans going to go to a half-court trap, and it's a little bit of a surprise to the Owls. Stettner gets it into the front court. Rademacher tips it from behind and tips it to Wigman, and then he's fouled as he drives it up the court. Tanner Rademacher with quick hands there, tipping the ball to Wigman and then bringing it up. A foul is going to be called against the Owls. That's going to go against Wes Stettner, his first. That's already the 15th foul against Hancock. Less than 3 to go here, the first quarter. Substitution. Cam Burgett checking in the ball game. He's a 5'10" junior for Hancock. Burns is going to check out. Hancock's already gone 3 deep into their bench. The Owls going to drop back, 2-3 zone now. They leave it over to Reek, back to Thompson, top of the circle, over to Pete Ross. Pete nearly traveled with the basketball, puts it on the floor, back to Thompson. He leaves a shot fake over to Rademacher, back to Thompson, top of the circle. Beautiful play. Reeks layup, no good. Gets his own rebound, put back up and good. So Hancock with the basketball. Trojans by 10, 16-6. Baseline drive. Rademacher with the block of the shot by Stettner. Wigman, long lead pass, little too far to Reek, but he saves it back into Rademacher. Rademacher puts it up, good. We're going to say no basket, offensive foul. And that's not sitting well with the Ortonville coaching staff. It looked like a good move from our vantage point. Trojans play a little bit of zone when Joey comes into the ball game, as he still doesn't quite have that lateral movement. 3-2 zone by the Trojans. Be interesting at Jepima, top of the circle. Leaves it over on the wing for Burgett. And the ball's turned over right into Fuller's hands. Thompson will bring it up the left sideline and set up the half-court offense. Owls 2-3 zone. They leave it over for Fuller. He'll dribble it back, leave it back for Thompson. They try to go inside to Rademacher, pass a little too high. Coming down with the ball for the Owls is Schaefer. They'll bring it all the way up, shot on the wing, up. It'll be no good. Shot was taken by Cam Burgett with the backboard, so it'll be Trojan basketball. Minute 26 to go in our opening quarter. Trojans by 10, 16-6. Again, Hancock sitting in that 2-3 zone. Over to Fuller on the wing. He fires up a 3 on the way. Off the iron. No good. Whistle and a foul call. It's going to go against the Trojans. Looks like they're going to get Derek Reek. If that's the case, that'd be Derek's second. That is Derek Reek's second foul of the basketball game. 14th foul against the Trojans. And then in the 1 minute mark to go here in our first quarter, Trojans still up by 10. Joe brings it into the front court. He leaves it over for Burgett on the wing. And now leaves it for Stetner. Cross court pass to Burgett. On a skip pass. Back to Jepima. Bounce pass to Burgett. He'll penetrate. Bounce pass to the corner. Baseline jumper on the way. No good. Wigman with the rebound. Shot was taken by Schaefer. Wigman's going to bring the ball up the floor for the Trojans. Bounce pass to Ross in the corner. They swing it over to Thompson. They go down low to Fuller. Back to Rademacher. He'll fire from the outside. Shot in and out. No good. Rebound is brought down by Jepima. And he'll fire up a three from the wing. And in with it. Jepima with his first field goal. And that breaks a long scoreless string for Hancock. Trojans lead by 7, 16-9. 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Thompson to Fuller. Trojans going to pull it out and play for one. Rademacher to Thompson. They go to the Wigman high post. Back out to Fuller. Back to Thompson. We're down to 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Thompson, they got it inside to Wigman. Beautiful play there. Wigman with the field goal. Trojans by 9. They apply some full court pressure. Trojans turn it over. He fires this up at the buzzer. It's no good, and that's the end of one quarter of play. After one quarter, Monster area, it's Ortonville 18. And back here at Minnewaska area, it's Owl basketball as we start the second quarter. They go high post to Jost. The shot no good. Rebound brought down by Hacker, who's back in the ball game. And he travels with the basketball on the baseline, so it's swing over Hancock. Full court pressure being shown by the Owls. 1-2-1-1. Full court. Trojans usually don't have trouble breaking a press, and they don't this time. So they get it to Fuller in the front court, and Hancock will drop back into a 2-3 zone. Thompson on the wing. They go high post to Rademacher. They try and reverse it to Pete, but Tanner is fouled on the pass. It'll be a non-shooting foul. Foul goes against Burns of Hancock. It's his first. It's a 16 foul. Next foul from here on out. Trojans will be shooting the basketball. Rademacher to trigger the inbounds play. They get it into Fuller. He's double teamed. They leave it back quickly to Pete. Pete it inside to Wigman. Back out to Nate. Thompson will set up the offense. Back to Rademacher. Down low to Wigman baseline. Shoots through a double team. Puts the shot up. No good. Rebound being fought for. A long rebound. Finally going to be brought down by the Owls. Jepima will push it up the floor for the Owls. Trojans back. Trojans still in a 3-2 zone. High post to Jost. They swing it back out to Burns. Down low to Hacker. Turn-on shot up and good. Hacker with his first field goal of the night. It's 18-11 in favor of Ortonville. Full court pressure. They get it into the front court to Fuller in the corner. Back out to Thompson. Nate drives. Beautiful job. Back to Joe Fuller. Baseline. He'll pull it back out to Thompson. And he'll set up the offense. They leave it over to Fuller. Three from the wing. In and out, no good. Rademacher with the tip. No good. Rebound still being fought for. Finally brought down by Jost for the Owls. Good look. Just didn't fall through Fuller. With the basketball now, that's Stetner. Back to Jost. Fires up a long-range three. No good. Pete Ross with the rebound. He gets it to Wigman and pushes it into the front court quickly for the Trojans. Wigman back out to Fuller. Back to Nate Thompson, who will set the offense up. Wigman will come up to a high post. Almost looks like a box and one. Trojans looking like they're going to pull it out a little bit. Rademacher to Pete Ross on the baseline. Lost control of it briefly. Back to Thompson. Trojans overloading the near side of the floor. Back to Rademacher. Fires up a three from the wing. No good. Jost with the rebound. Quickly into the front court to Jepima. Jepima pass fake. Swings it over to Burns. Fires up a three. Hard off the iron. No good. Rebound to Hacker. Back to Jost, turn around inside, in and out, no good. Wigman with the rebound. And he'll push it up the floor for the Trojans, seeing if he can get early offense. Owls back on defense. Wigman driving over to Rademacher. Back to Thompson. Inside to Pete, back to Rademacher. He'll fire up another three. Shot was partially blocked. Wigman with the rebound, and he's fouled on the way up. And he'll go to the free throw line for two shots. Foul. That goes against Hacker, and that's his third. So the 6'5" sophomore for Hancock is in serious foul trouble. So Ross Wigman heads to the free throw line for two shots. His first free throw off the back of the iron, no good. Close back in the ball game. Joe Fuller will check out. Trojans still lead by 7, 18-11 with 5:27 left to go in our first half. One more free throw coming. Second one also skims off the iron, no good. Back to Jepima. And the Trojans will go back man to man. Jepima swings it out 3 on the way. That is good. Stetner with the 3-pointer, his first field goal of the night, and it's a 4-point game. And the press causes the Trojans to turn it over. 3 on the way is up and good. And Stetner, just like that, we have a 1-point game, 18-17. Always on an 8-0 run. Trojans get it into the front court. Wigman, back out to Thompson. To Wigman. Turn around from the high post shot is good, and he draws a foul. It's a big bucket there by Wigman. See if they're going to count now. See if they're going to count the bucket. And now they're having a discussion. Now to see if they're going to count the bucket. It's good. Wigman with the bucket, and he goes to the free throw line for 1 free throw for a chance for the old traditional 3-point play. That was a big bucket there. Trojans had given up an 8-0 run, and he hits it, draws the free throw, and he'll go to the free throw line for the bonus. Wigman with 8 points on the night already. Free throw, this one is good. And the Trojans back up by 4, 21-17. Jepima brings it into the front court. Here's the Burns, back out to Joe. He'll drive in and he'll lose the basketball, but they're going to stand down on the Trojans. That last foul went against Jepima for Hancock. Trojans lead by 4, 21-17. They try to get it inbound. The ball will go off Nate Thompson. Thompson with aggressive defense there, nearly coming up with the steal. 4:36 to go in the first half. Trojans by 4, 21-17. Hancock on a little bit of a run here. They look to go backdoor. They get it to Jost. Ball loose on the floor. Finally came up with by Burns for Stetner, and he puts it up and good. Stetner has all 8 points for Hancock here in the quarter. 21-19. Thompson to close. Back to Thompson. Quickly into the front court to Wigman. Wigman spins, stops, puts up the runner, no good. Pete Ross with the rebound is put back no good, but Pete draws the foul, and he's going to the free throw line for 2 free throws. And that foul goes against Hancock. Benji Versteeg, a 6-foot sophomore. His first, 19 fouling. The Trojans may get Hancock into foul trouble here in this first half. And Pete's first free throw off the back of the iron, no good. Trojans 5 of 8 from the free throw line so far here in the first half. Chance here to make this a 3-point game for Ortonville. Pete's second free throw, it's nothing but the bottom of the net. Pete has 3 points on the night. 22-19 Trojans. Now it's a halftime score after Ortonville. Jepima with the basketball for the Trojans. On the dribble. Being guarded closely. Spin around him, nearly a 5-second call. Back to Jepima. Trojans look like looking to drive. Stopping, popping, putting a shot up there, and hitting it. That's Stetner. He's at a quarter. He's at a ball game here in the second quarter. He has all 10 points, and it's a 1-point game, 22-21. Trojans into the front court to Rademacher, 2-on-1. Rademacher bounce pass to Pete Ross, shot up. No good. Rademacher with the rebound off Rademacher's hands. Trojans hoping for after it's a foul there. So the Owls can actually take the lead here this trip down the floor. Bounce pass to Stetner, swings it over for Jost, being guarded by Rademacher. Back to the top of the circle to Versteeg, back out to Stetner, 3 on the way, shot is no good. Rebound brought down by Rademacher for the Trojans. Tanner gets it to Nate Thompson into the front court. And Nate will slow up, he was there for Rademacher. Back to Thompson. Over the post, back to Thompson. To Pete Ross, back to Thompson. Nate leaves it for Pete, back to Nate. To Tanner on the wing, looks inside, doesn't take it, back to Nate. Swings it back over to Rademacher, they get it inside to Pete. Pete with the beautiful pass to Jesse Close. Whistle and foul. I'll have to wait and see if they're going to rule that before the shot. If they do, Close will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Or 1 shot. Basket is good, so Close goes to the free throw line. Beautiful passing there by the Trojans. And the foul goes against Stetner, his second. That's a 10th team foul. Close at the free throw line. He's only a 53% free throw shooter on the year. His free throw uses every inch of the iron, but it'll go through. And Close has 5 on the night, and the Trojans back up by 4. 25-21. We have 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half of play. They leave it over to Burns. He takes it back out. Whistle is going to be a foul call against the Trojans. And the foul is going to go against Tanner Rademacher, his second. 6th foul against the Trojans. So still not quite shooting situation yet here for the Owls. They get the basketball inbounds to Jeff Schaefer in the ball game. And when they turn it over, Pete with the steal. He gets it to Nate Thompson. He'll set up the offense. Again, 2-3 zone by Hancock into Rademacher, high post. Back out to Nate. Shot fake. Didn't take it. Puts it on the floor. Leaves it to Rademacher on the wing. Rademacher drives in, and Rademacher draws the foul. That goes against Schaefer, be his first, and Tanner Rademacher heads to the free throw line for 2 free throws for the Trojans. Rademacher on the year for the Trojans, a 59% free throw shooter. Rademacher with 6 points in the ball game, the first 6 points for the Trojans. Rademacher's first free throw is good. In all honesty, free throws are really what's keeping the Trojans ahead in this basketball game. Second free throw also good. Rademacher hits both, and into the ball game, Derek Creek. He'll check in for Tanner Rademacher, who will check out with those 2 personal fouls. Don't want him getting his 3rd personal in the final 2 minutes of the first half here.
Yeah, he's really picked his game up the last 2 games, Tanner has. He's just been all over.
Trojans by 6, 27-21. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Stetner with the basketball. He leaves it over for Versteeg. Back over to Schaefer to Burns to Stetner. Back out to Jeppema. Shot fake. Didn't take it. He'll drive in. Run around the way. Off the iron. No good. Rebound tipped out. Brought down by the Owls to Stetner. And Stetner has all the points here in the quarter. All but 2 of the points. Full court pressure. Thompson gets it into the front court. Leaves it over for Reap. Reap. There you can see he's traveling with the basketball. 90 seconds to go in the half. Trojans have seen a 10-point lead midway through the first, cut to 4. It's 27-23. They leave over to Burns on the wing. Back out to Jet, back out to Burns, to Stetner. Stetner puts it on the floor, being guarded by Wigman. Looking, finally bounce pass down to the wall post. Hook shot up, no good. Pete Ross with the rebound, shot taken by Versteeg. Thompson to Pete Ross. In the front court, over to Close. Close has his pocket picked by Stetner. And he'll bring it into the front court for the Owls. Driving, nothing there, they kick it back out. Pass to Burns. He'll drive, cut off, back to Stetner. Back to Jeppema. Looks like Hancock may be looking to go for the final shot here. They run a little 1-4 set, isolating Jeppema on the wing. Now they leave it for Schaefer. Puts it on the floor. Back on to Stetner. Gets a screen. Doesn't have it. Back to Jeppema. 20 seconds to 1.5 here. And Derek Reek comes up with the steal. Derek Reek to Wigman. Wigman up. Slams it home. Nice job there by Reek. Penetrating. Kicking it to the open. Wigman slammed it home. They go down there to Schaefer. Turnaround up. And the turnaround by Schaefer is good. Bring it up quickly. They get it to Pete Ross. Fires up a 3 at the buzzer. Off the iron, no good. And that's the end of the first half of play here. Start the second half of action here. Both teams with the starting 5s back out on the floor. And Hancock still sitting in that 2-3 zone. They leave it over for Close on the right wing. Back to Thompson, top of the circle. Over to Rademacher. Looking inside, back to Thompson. Shot fake, didn't take it. Back to Rademacher. Drive. Bounce pass to Pete Ross. Back to Thompson. Top of the circle. Down to Rademacher on the baseline. Spinning low post jumper, no good. Rebound comes right back to him. He goes back up and puts it in. Tanner Rademacher picks up where he left off in the first half, and Tanner Rademacher now in double figures with 10. Back up the floor is Hancock. Loose ball into the backcourt and out of bounds. Last touch by the Owls, so it'll be a turnover, and Trojans will have it back. Okay, not a bad move there. Rademacher over to Thompson, inside to Wigman. Spinning fadeaway jumper from about 12, in and out, no good. Rademacher rebound, shot no good, but draws the foul and heads back to the free throw line where he's 2 of 2 on the night. And that foul is going to go against the Owls. Going to go against John Burns, be his second. First team foul of the half. Hancock has picked up a ton of fouls here in that first half. So foul trouble might be a factor here. Tanner gets the first. He has one more coming. Trojans back up by 7. 32-25. One more coming. Second free throw is also good, so Rademacher's got 12 points. And the Trojans have gotten the first 4 points of the half, and they lead by 8, 33-25. Back out to Burns. He dribbles it, swings it over for Jeppema, right left corner. Trojans man-to-man defense. Jeppema driving back to Stetner. Pete Ross on him. High post to Hacker. Ball loose, and they're going to get a foul on the Trojans. Looks like that's, we'll have to wait and see here. And Nate Thompson's going to get whistled for the foul, his second. It's the first team foul against the Trojans here in the second half. 6:55 to go, third quarter, 33-25. Trojans lead by 8. Ball inbounded. Joe says it, ball loose on the floor. Finally come up with by the Trojans. But throwing it right back away was close. Close tried to get it to a teammate. Good hustle though. Jeppema with the basketball. Pete Ross on him. Jeppema driving. Run around the way. Shot no good. Rebound. Going to say last touch by the Owls. So it'll be Trojan basketball. Trojans look like they're coming out in the second half like they're a little unhappy that they were only up 4 at halftime. Close with the basketball. In the corner. Turn it over. Jost takes it all the way in. Ball deflected out of bounds off of Rademacher. So it'll stay with the Owls. Kind of a lucky break there for Hancock. Jost had actually lost that ball out of bounds, but it went off Tanner, so it'll stay with the Owls. They'll inbound it. They look to get it into Jeppema, and they do. Back out to Stetner, top of the circle. He fires for 3. In and out, no good. Rademacher brought down the rebound, and he brings it quickly to the front court to Pete Ross. On the baseline, doesn't have a 3. Back out to Nate Thompson, left open for 3 from the wing, and hits it. Nate with the Trojans' first 3-pointer of the night, and the Trojans on a 7-0 run to start the quarter, back up by 11, their biggest lead of the night. Spinning, baseline jumper by Jeppema is up and good, his second field goal of the night. He has 7, and it's 36-27, Trojans with the lead by 9. Rademacher on the drive. Cross-court pass to Thompson, fires up another long-range jumper for 3 and hits it again. Nate Thompson with 2 threes, and the Trojans up by 12, 39-27. If Nate Thompson can come alive, that really puts a lot of pressure on Hancock. Hacker back out to Burns. Back to Hacker. Being guarded by Wigman very closely. Back to Stetner. Faked the 3, went in, nearly traveled. Back to Jost, 15-footer, in and out, no good. Whistle and a foul. That's going to go against the Owls. Think they're going to get Hacker going over the top. If that's the case, that's his 4th, and it is. If the Trojans can get Nate Thompson hitting from the perimeter along with Rademacher, the other 3, they're a very tough team. Thompson over to Rademacher, driving back to Nate. Nate into Wigman. Wigman nearly loses it. He gets it down low to Pete Rouse, puts a shot up, and good. Nice high-low play there to Pete. Pete's got his first field goal of the game, and a timeout's going to be taken by Hancock. 4:59 left to go, third quarter of play, 41-27. back here at Minnewaska area. Hancock with the basketball. Burns tries to leave it over for Jeffman. They're going to get Nate Thompson on a foul, and he'll pick up his third. Nate has both fouls for the Trojans here in the second half. Still a long way to go. 4:46 to go, third quarter. Trojans on a 12-2 run have pulled this out to a 14-point lead at 41-27. They leave it for Stetner. Over to Jose, isolated on the right side of the floor. Back out to Burns, over to Stetner. Pete Ross guarding him. They leave it for Jepma. He'll drive in. He's cut off, tries to get it back out to Stetner. Three from the top of the circle. And that one's good. He's got 15 on the night. And Stetner is just having one of those nights that you can't really guard against. Back into the front court for Trojans with it. Rademacher has the basketball. Picks up his dribble, down low to baseline to Pete Ross. Way up, and good. Nice job by Rademacher seeing Pete Ross on the baseline. Pete's got 7 on the night. 43-30 Trojans lead. Back out to Stetner. Shot fake for 3. Doesn't have the shot. Ball is loose on the floor. Saved by Joe. It's going to say tipped by the Trojans. So we'll over and back. They leave it for Jepma. They try and go down low to Graham. Turn around from the post. Up. Shot no good. Put back up. It oozes every inch of the iron before dropping through. With the putback. He's got 5 here in the quarter. It's 43-32. Trojans with the lead. Thompson swings it over to Pete Ross on the baseline. Bounce pass back to Thompson. Nate fires for 3. This one caught off the iron. No good. Rebound brought down by the Owls. And they bring it over to Jepma. And he'll set up the half-court offense. 3:10 left to go, third quarter. Trojans by 11, 43-32. Trojans' biggest lead of the night has been 14 at 41-27. They lead the ball to Jepma. He's being guarded by Thompson. And he'll pull it back out, leave it over for Stetner. They'll swing it over, firing up the outside jumper and hitting it. That's a 2-pointer. That shot hit by Burns, his first field goal of the night. It's a 9-point game at 43-34. Hancock on a mini run here, 7-2. Thompson to Rademacher, back to Thompson. Down low to Pete Ross, back out to Wigman. Wigman will take it in, doesn't have it, back out to Thompson. Shot fake inside to Rademacher, back to Wigman. Back to Thompson. Thompson looking for a screen, now he'll set up the half-court offense. Leave it over for Rademacher. Tanner looking to drive, baseline jumper, he pulls up, shot no good, close with the rebound, putback is good. Jesse Close with 7 points here in the night. It's back to an 11-point lead, 45-31 for the Trojans. Stetner with the basketball. Back out to Jose, to Jepma. 2 minutes to go, third quarter of play here. Burns on the left wing. Back to Jose, top of the key, looks at a 3, doesn't take it. Fires from about 17 feet, no good. Rebound to Graham. Back to Jose, ball loose on the floor. Jose trapped and turned it over. Pete Ross tries to get it ahead to Wigman. A little too slow. Bringing it back is Burns. Over to Stetner. Fires a 3 from the wing. This one off the... And it does go in. Close to interference there, but not quite. So it's back to an 8-point game, 45-37. Hancock just not going away tonight. Inside the Wigman. Turnaround jump shot is good. Ross Wigman with his first field goal here in the second half. Back to a 10-point game, 47-37. Jepma into the front court. He fires up a long-range 3, hard off the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by the Owls. They kick it back out to Stetner. Gets a screen. Looking to drive baseline. Double team there. Pete Ross deflects the pass, and Pete comes up with a steal. And a foul called against the Owls. So it'll be Trojan basketball with a minute to go here in the third quarter. Foul going against Jepma, his second. It's the third team foul of the half against the Owls. And the first dead ball in a long time for either team in this game. Fuller and Reek into the ball game for the Trojans along with Tony Weber. Trojans going to try and steal a minute here with 3 reserves in the basketball game. Wigman and Thompson, the only starters left. Not a bad move by head coach Kyle Kirkaby. You've got a 10-point lead, 47-37. Trojan ball inbounded to Thompson in the backcourt. And Trojans just going to pull it out and try and draw Hancock out of that 2-3 zone. Over to Fuller. Back to Nate. Trojans slowing it up here. Back to Thompson. Pass fake. Still into the high post into Wigman. Wigman turn around from 15. Shot no good. Rebound tip. And they're going to get Tony going over the back. Now it'll be interesting to see if the Owls play for the last shot here of the quarter. Trojans will drop back, 3-2 zone. Stetner, high post, they swing it back into the corner to Versteeg. Back out to Cam Burgett, back to Stetner. Stetner nearly double teamed, he gets it inside, they look it outside, missed Jost down low. They go into the post to Graham, back out, and the pass overthrown. Burgett the intended target. So the Trojans will get the final shot of the quarter. 9.9 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. He had a wide open layup. Thompson brings it into the front court. Be interesting to see what the Trojans call here. They try and get it to Wigman. Ball deflected out of bounds. 4.1 seconds left to go. Still plenty of time to get it in, make a couple of passes, including the inbounds pass, and get a good look from the perimeter. Tony Weber will trigger the inbounds play for the Trojans. They get it into Thompson. Pass a little. Thompson will put up a runner at the buzzer. In and out, no good, and that'll bring the third quarter of play to an end. After 3 quarters here from Minnewaska area, it's Ortonville. And back here in Minnewaska, it'll be Owl basketball. Bringing it up will be Jeppner. Leave it over for Stetner. With 20 off the bench tonight. To Jost, looking to drive baseline, doesn't have anything. So instead of back out to Stetner on the wing, he'll drive back out to three-pointer by Jost. Wigman will come down with the rebound for the Trojans. Trojans can be a little more patient now. They've got the basketball in a 10-point lead, and Hancock has to come out of that zone. Hancock now man-to-man defense. Rademacher over to Thompson. To Wigman, top of the circle. Wigman driving, popping, and shot no good. Pete Ross coming down with the rebound. Looked like an over-the-back foul. And then Pete fouled on the putback attempt, and he was over the free throw line. Looked like Pete was fouled on the rebound. Burns with the foul, his third, and the fourth team foul of the half. So Pete Ross going to the free throw line. Pete so far tonight 3 of 4 from the foul line, 7 points on the night. Gets the first one. Gives the Trojans an 11-point lead, 48-37. There's one more coming. And Pete's second one no good. Rebound tipped around, finally back on by Hacker, who's back in the ball game for the Owls. And then a couple of players bumped in the backcourt. Jost and Jeff on the bump, and they turn it over on the travel. So it'll be Trojan basketball. Benji Versteeg back in the ball game, and checking out is going to be Jost. Head coach Dennis Jeppeman not happy with that travel there. Owls, again, man-to-man, looking like almost man-to-man defense. Thompson gets a screen from Pete Ross. A little pick and roll. Pete doesn't have it there, so he gets it back out to Rademacher. Rademacher with the screen, baseline drive. Tanner's fouled on the drive, and there'll be a foul on the floor. So it'll be a non-shooting foul. It'll be a 15th foul and a half. Almost looks like the Owls cannot keep up with the Trojans man-to-man. 2-3 zone off the inbounds play. Rademacher driving, stopping free throw line, pulling it back out. Back to Thompson. Nate spins, looks to take it in, takes it all the way in, pass goes put up and good. Nate with 8 second half points, and the Trojans with a 13-point lead, 50-37. Jeppema carries the bat and actually travels with the basketball. And head coach Dennis Jeppema was trying to say he was pushed. He's lobbying the near side official. Taylor Graham back in the ball game. Burns to check out. 6.5 to go in the ball game. Trojans by 13, 50-37. Hancock, though, a scrappy bunch, having not gone away tonight. Owls looking to trap. They get it to Rademacher. He gets a screen. Rademacher back out to Thompson. Made a spin, nearly be fouled, loses footing. Get it over to Derek Reed. Down low, gets it to Pete Ross, a little outside the post. Pete double team, back out to Nate. Back to Tanner, inside to Derek. Puts the shot up, but they're going to say he was fouled on the floor before the shot. So a non-shooting foul. Foul there goes against Stetner, his third. 16 foul against Hancock. So Trojans will have it back with 6:10 to go in the ball game. They lead it by 13 at 50-37. Ball inbounded to Thompson. Over to Rademacher. Into the high post to Wigman. Wigman back outside to Reek. Reek back to Wigman. Nearly a bad pass. Thompson saves it to the Trojans. Rademacher. Bounce pass down low to Pete Ross. Back outside to Rademacher. Shot fake. Tanner double team. Kicks it back out to Thompson. They're going to say the ball deflected. Back to Tanner. Over to Thompson. Back to Rademacher. Inside to Pete Ross. Gets biased defender. Layup up and good. Pete Ross in double figures now with 10. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Put back up and good. Versteeg with the putback, his first field goal of the night. It's 52-40. Actually 52-39, I believe, in favor of the Trojans. Pete Ross, baseline shot up and good again. So Pete Ross with a couple of buckets in a row there. And then ball loose in the backcourt. Pete Ross comes up with it, takes a strong shot up. Good, and he's fouled. Pete with 7 here in the quarter, draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line for the three-point opportunity, the old-fashioned way. Pete had 7 through 3. He's got 14 for the ball game now. That foul goes on Stetner, his fourth. And the Trojans have opened up a 17-point lead, 56-39. And Pete's free throw is good. So he's got 15 points on the night. 57-39. Trojans with the lead with 5 minutes to go in the basketball game. Trojans looking like they're going to advance to the subsection final title game tomorrow night. Shot from the top of the circle, partially blocked. And Derek Reek coming down with the rebound for the Trojans. They look to trap Reek at the midcourt line. They tries to throw a pass to Wigman out of bounds, and the timeout is going to be taken by Hancock. 4:45 left to go in the basketball game. And back here in that Minnewaska area, a little delay as the crowd's beginning to file in for our second game here tonight, so they stop at delay, and that allows the Trojans to slap on a little full court pressure here as they're going to try and deny the inbounds pass.
I'll tell you what, you don't want to give them a chance to get hot and get a couple of threes and get back into this.
Trojans by 18, 57-39, 4:44 left to go in the ballgame. They finally get the basketball inbounds to Burns. And bringing it into the front court for the Trojans for the Owls was Burgett. They swing it back over, now over to Jepema. He's double teamed. Continues with the basketball, loose on the floor. Burns with it. Over to shot partially blocked. They get it into the post, kick it back out. Jepema fires up the outside range jumper for 3. Rebound tipped around. Wigman with the rebound for the Trojans. He brings it into the front court. Has a pocket pick from behind by the Owls. And then thankfully the Owls have a pick. Lead pass to Wigman in the front court. Wigman spin around the shot, no good, but he draws the foul. And he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Shaken up a little bit there is John Burns. Burns, a 5'10" sophomore. Wigman will be heading to the free throw line for 2 shots. It's the 18th foul of the half. 4:05 left to go in the ball game. Trojans lead by 18, 57-39. Wigman 3 of 5 from the free throw line tonight. Wigman averaging 17.8 points a game on the year coming into tonight. Gets the first free throw. And Trojans have begun to pull this one out here in the fourth quarter. As it's 58-39 with 4:05 left to go in the ball game. Trojans on an 11-2 run to start the quarter. Wigman's second free throw. This one also no good. Rebound tip. And saved by the Owls. Saved inbounds to Versteeg. Who will bring it to Jepma, who will bring it into the front court for the Owls. Jepma leaves it for Burgett. Back to Stetner. Stetner being guarded closely. Baseline drive, double team, trapped on the baseline. Bounce pass out to Versteeg, back to Stetner. Gets the screen. He'll take it strong. Tries to get it to an open teammate, which he does to Burgett. Burgett driving baseline into Joe. His shot no good, but he draws the foul. And he'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Waiting to see who the foul is on. Foul is going to go against Thompson, his 4th. It's the 4th team foul, the half against the Trojans. So Jost is going to head to the free throw line for 2 free throws for the Owls. Trojans lead 58-39. First free throw, he hits it. Makes it 58-40. Jost, who had 20 points last time these two clubs met, he only has 3 points tonight. But Stetner has picked up the scoring. With 20 off the bench for the Owls. Second free throw, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Pete Ross comes down with it. He leaves it for Thompson in the backcourt. And Nate is promptly fouled in the backcourt by Jost. And that'll put Nate at the free throw line for 1 in the bonus. Nate Thompson has 8 points, all of them here in the second half. 3:28 left to go in the basketball game. It's 58-40, Trojans with the lead. Trojans well on the way to the South Subsection Championship game tomorrow night. First free throw off the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Stetner. And he'll look to push it up for the Owls. They'll take it in, stop, whistle, and they're going to get Pete. Looks like they're going to get Pete on the foul. Which they will. That'll be Pete's first foul of the night. Only the 15th foul of the half against the Trojans. Trojans play aggressive man defense without doing a lot of fouling. Ball inbounded to Jepma. Back to Stetner. Fires a 3 from the top of the circle. This one a little hard. Nate Thompson brings down the rebound for the Trojans, and he'll bring it into the front court. Owls looking to trap at half court. They get it to Rademacher. Back to Thompson. To Rademacher. Rademacher on a dribble. Back to Thompson. Trojans in a little bit of their delay game. Back to Reed, who has an opening to the bucket, and Tanner is fouled on the drive in. Be a non-shooting foul, but the Trojans will now be in the double bonus. Foul goes against Burgett, his first. So Tanner at the free throw line. Tanner Rademacher with 12 points on the night. Trojans have 3 players in double figures on the night. Rademacher's first free throw is good. 59-40 Trojans with the lead. Jesse close in the ball game. Ross Wigman will check out. Wigman checking out with 14 points on the night for the Trojans. I may not see him the rest of the night. Second free throw by Rademacher is also good. So 60-40 Trojans lead by 20. Jepman driving, and he puts up a running banker is good. He has 9 points on the night. Rademacher brings it into the front court for the Trojans. Back to Thompson. Nate looking to drive, and he's fouled. Foul out high is going to go up against Jost. Be his 4th. So Nate back at the free throw line for a chance at 2 free throws. Back-to-backs are tough. Although the Trojans did do it earlier this year. First free throw is good. He has one more coming as it's a double bonus. Second free throw is also good, so Nate Thompson gets into double figures with 10 points. Also on a foul or a deflection rebounds on the Trojans. So it's 62-42, Trojans leading. Actually, it will be a foul. Derek Reed commits the foul. 2.5 minutes to go in the basketball game. Trojans well in control. 62-42. And getting the screen will be Stetner looking to drive. Doesn't have it, leaves it back out for Jost. Jost looking to drive, nearly has his pocket picked. Back out to Jeppema, fires up an open three, shot no good. Rademacher with the rebound. And we'll bring it into the front court for the Trojans. Back out to Nate. Nate will drive, leave it over to Pete Ross. Back out to Rademacher, back out to Thompson. Thompson doing a little ball handling, has an opening in the bucket. He'll take it strong, way up. No good, but he draws the foul, moving into the free throw line. Tony Weber will check in for the Trojans after the first free throw. Foul going against Versteeg. He has 3 and looking like now that Coach Dennis Jeppema might be getting ready to empty in front of his bench for Hancock. Nate's first free throw, no good. Weber in the ball game now. Pete Ross will check out. Minute 54 left to go in the ball game. Trojans lead by 20. 62-42. Trojans will take on the winner of the BDECA game to follow here. Nate hits the second free throw. So 63-42, Trojans lead. Bringing it down and firing up a three shot. It's no good, but a foul is going to be whistled. That'll go against Hancock, so we'll bring it down to the other end. The Trojans will be at the free throw line for 2 shots. Foul going against Burns, and if that's the case, that would be his 5th. 43. Okay. So heading to the free throw line again will be Nate Thompson. He's 3 of 5 from the free throw line here. Has 11 points on the night. This is double bonus. Gets the first free throw coming into the basketball game. Nathan is 64.3% free throw shooter. 64-42 Trojans with the lead. Joe Fuller will check in after this free throw if it's a Nate. There it is. So Joey Fuller will check into the basketball game now for the Trojans. Rademacher will check out. It's a minute 49 left to go in the ball game. 65-42 Trojans with the lead. A minute 49 left to go in the basketball game. Rick Jeppema brings it into the front court. Bounce pass over to Jost. Shot fake, takes it in. He'll fire up from about 15 and he'll hit it. And Jost has 5 points on the night. Whistle on ball deflected out of bounds for a foul called. Nate so far here in the quarter is 5 of 7 from the free throw line. A minute 31 left to go in the ball game. First foul shot hits the front of the iron, back of the iron, and crawls through. So Nate putting together a nice second half here. He has 14 in the second half and make it 15 after not putting a point on the board in the first half. 67-44 Trojans with the lead. Joe's top of the circle for 3 shot, no good. Rebound brought down by the Owls. And the ball goes out of bounds to Stetner. After Stetner, so it'll stay with the Trojans. Minute 21 left to go. Owls showing full court pressure. Back to Thompson. Nate gets it into the front court to Weber. Back to Thompson. Thompson nearly hits his pocket pick, and a foul will be whistled on the floor. Jeppema, his 4th. So Nate heading right back to the free throw line. Nate's 7 of 9 here in the quarter. And you definitely need those in postseason play. First free throw by Nate is good. 68-44, and head coach Kyle Kirkby going to make a couple of substitutions. Western Meyer and Landon Fransky into the basketball game now. Defense force will check out. And he's certainly probably going to try and get Nate Thompson out as soon as possible. May have to call a timeout on the next offensive possession down to do it, as Nate hits the second free throw. So it's 69-44, Trojans with the lead. Stetner with the basketball, they go back door, off the iron, no good. And Weber comes down with it and knocks it off of the Owls player out of bounds. Zarbuck into the basketball game now for the Trojans. Ben Zarbuck, excuse me. Ball inbounded to Zarbuck in the backcourt. Trojans will advance. Long lead pass to Fransky in the front court. To Western Meyer, shot no good. Gets a rebound, put back, rejected. This one they're going to get him for a foul, going for the rebound. That was a hustle play though. Actually not a foul, just going to say out of bounds off of Hancock. Ball inbounded to Fuller. Back to Zarbuck. Over to Fransky. Back out to Fuller, who will run the point now. Less than a minute to go. Bounce pass over to Weber. Back to Fuller. They get it to Fransky in the inside corner. Back to Weber. To Western Meyer. Over to Zarbuck. Back to Fuller. Fuller. Inside corner, and that will be out of bounds. They're going to get it to Fransky. 28 seconds left to go in the ballgame. Ross Randall will check in for the Trojans. Fuller will check out. And Hancock is going to clear the bench now. Everybody will see some action here. Checking into the ballgame. Trojans will play for the subsection championship tomorrow night against the winner of our next game between BBE and CA. Marquardt in the corner. They go inside, putting the shot up, high off the iron, no good. Rebound to Western Meyer. Long pass ahead to Zarbuck. Zarbuck takes it all the way, no, it's up and good. Ben Zarbuck with the field goal, and it's 71-44 Trojans with the lead. And then taking the final shot of the basketball game and missing it, put back no good, and that's the end of the game here. And the Ortonville Trojans have advanced for the South Subsection Championship game tomorrow night against the winner of the BBE-CA game. Our final score here this evening from the Minnewaska Area High School Gymnasium.